Hello, it's reporting right. Hello, my name is Mohammed. I work as a software engineer at Conductor One, and today we're gonna talk about super directory, something that's very cool. So it offers us a bunch of utilities, one of which is called custom attributes, and it has profile types, both of which are deeply correlated. So let's say we have a connector called Octa, which allows us to give several bunch of attributes. It could be start date and number of apps and a bunch of other information. So let's say we have start date, and after sync, what we can do is to create a custom attribute. So what are we gonna do is to create a custom attribute that's called days of employment. And what we're gonna use is that we're gonna use the start date to calculate the number of days of employment. And what our system does is that every time we run a sync, we assume that attributes can change, right? So we would get that start date, extract the information, use that to calculate the days of employment of an employee. So let's say an employee has passed 365 days in the company or 1 year, and they're allowed to access the production in AWS. So we can use the days of employment to determine that whether we should give the person an entitlement that gives the person the access to production. So in order to do this the correct way, we need a profile type of which we can call full-time employees. And if we assign this custom attribute to this profile type, it would show up in their profile. And we can use that information to tell how much number of days a person has passed in the company. And if, let's say, during an audit, we saw that person has access to production, we can simply just go back and check if the person was eligible to do it in the first place. My name is Mohammed, and that will be all from my side.